which is taking out the flat tool, the needles, the minder, or the threader. And got a cute little sticker. Look at that. Look at that sticker. I love it. So pretty. I didn't take anything out. So here's the minder. Awesomeness. I'm obsessed. Look at that. So strong. Cool. I'm just going to put that on my stand for a moment. So we have our instructions. There's also finishing, including that. There's also finishing instructions that we'll be needing later. But looking at all of this, you have the instructions. If you need any help looking at the instructions, they're right here. And then, they have a little booklet. So there, the difficulty, your keys right there, and what stitch they are. Oh, excuse me. So I like that. I like that it's numbered. So I know that A4 is a satin stitch with this color. Pretty self-explanatory. I really, really like it. And then some washing instructions. So yeah. I will most likely... Oh, hey, Mr. Cat, when you caught that go-goat, you gotta rock. I will most likely keep my instructions up kind of where I can see them. Because like I said, I have not stitched before. We're going to put this extra piece of fabric back in for now. So my little flat tool, just to unscrew. I like how everything's together. I don't need to go get any tools. What tools I have are literally right here. Hey, Vintage. Welcome in. Now, I was told that mine had to be drilled out a little bit. Because, like I said, I am the tester. I think I was like the first print or something. Something like, you can loosen this pretty well. I was actually seeing how far. And there's the backer to it. Look at that. As you're designed all of this themselves. All in, I think it was Blender. Is what is used for 3D printing. I don't play around with it because I am not the 3D printer in the family. But look at that. So good. We'll set that off to the side too because we don't need it when we're doing the embroidery. And here's the cool part. Look. Oops. I did an oopsie. I did unscrew just a tad too much, but that's okay. There's the screw for it. And so you can see it has a little bit of give. And the ring to hold the fabric. So okay, this is the front. The front, I believe this is the front. Yes. The front has a little bit more of a texture, whereas the back is more flat. And that's the part that was on the print bed. You can see the difference. Just a little bit. And the same with this. I like it. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I've always been terrible at lining up. Like, I have always been terrible at lining up my stitches. Never really liked it. So we're going to hope that that is correct. Looks about right. We're going to, this cloth with the interfacing and everything on it is thick. Thick, thick, thick. And I'm not going to lie, a part of me really enjoys that. So you can kind of get a sneak peek of what it'd look like once it's done, too. I've got to learn how to center better, but I like how everything's inset. I think that's the coolest part about this. So we are going to attempt to use this like a normal embroidery hoop. Am I turning it the right way? Now, someone that struggles with centering like I do, I don't know why. I think I just overthink it, to be honest. That was really, really simple to set up. And I believe I've got to check my notes. I believe that mine, or yeah, since mine's a first type, there is going to be more of a closure here, so you won't see that gappage. Like, look at that. And then once you put that on, like, oh, it's going to be so good. So good. So good. But for now, welcome in. Is that hi, eyes? I hope I did that right. Welcome in. So, yeah. Look how good that is. I'm a little concerned that I might not be able to reach that little toe bean right there because it's a little bit off. I've got plenty of room. You can see my fingernail. Got plenty of room on this side. I'm a little concerned I may not have centered it right there well enough. We will see. I might just be able to get my needle in there. We'll find out. I am doing a test stitch for a fellow streamer. So we can see, how it comes out, how the instructions are, if anything needs to change. And then when all the test stitching is done, they will release it into their shop. They do have a shop. It is, if you type !Azure, you'll be able to get a link to it. A link will pop up. Now, I am curious how this is going to fit in my Lowry. I know not all of us have Lowrys, but I've been curious, how's it going to, react and stay and you behave in it. Okay, so for the satin stitch, which I believe that's where I am starting off. Let's see, where am I starting off? I don't usually use these kind of floss things either. So this is all just a learning experience for me at this point. Like, you know me, I am addicted to my bobbins. I love my bobbins. If you've known me long enough, that I have cats and kids, and usually threads and cats and kids do not mix. Azure did tell me that I was sent an excess of of threads, that probably half was needed of what I was actually sent. And this one we're actually not going to use. I'm not even on camera. Y'all, I'm not here. We're not prepped. This 907 is what we're not going to use. Because that color has been swapped for, let me see. I pulled it, but I want to make sure I'm getting it right. Oh my gosh. 907 is getting swapped for 906. So, you know, it's quite a bit darker. It's meant to go better with the dark blue, keep the same tone. So, one way or another, I will find a way to put a bobbin in it. It does not matter. I will find me a way. So, you can see they're all nicely labeled too. Super, super awesome. It looks like, let's start with, what is A1? A1 is the eye. Probably do that. A2 is the center. I have never done this before. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit crooked. I might have to switch this around. Yeah, the fish. What's it called? Floss holder. Fish bones floss holder. Why is my music being weird? Ah, that's why. You know when I said I didn't hear that alert earlier? It's because my headphones were unplugging from everything. I can hear now. Actually, thank you, Sam, for that hydrate. Concerned that I'm actually going to loosen this a little bit because this little nubbin sticks out so much and I have it just far too straight for my tastes right now for my holder. I'm actually going to spin this just a tad so that I might be able to keep it straight in my holder. I've been working with my extended arm lately, so there's a little bit of an adjustment I have to do today because my extended arm comes out about 6 more inches, so my work is more out here, which is great for when I'm working and I'm not streaming. Problem is that I'm streaming. Okay, much better. I like that much better. You can still see the end. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. Let me get that hydrate while I was messing around. I probably should have looked through. Oh, I can do this. thanks for the treat. We have options today. Do you want me to have chocolate or these treats? Well, since it was you redeeming treat me, chocolate or these treats? Or what is that? Is that ice cream? I have ice cream.
I wasn't lying when I said I had
It's like-
something for you.
I didn't realize you did. It's like a yeah, Dippin' Dots. Look at that. It's like Dippin' Dots. It's called Fruit Pearls. Wait, what flavor was this?
Orange cream.
Orange cream. Okay, that tastes like an orange creamsicle popsicle. I'm never gonna get stitching done. That's like super good. I'm supposed to be stitching.
Well, here, I'll take it from you.
I'm gonna put it back in the freezer.
That's a weird way to say for me to eat it. There's 3 more. What was that look for?
Oh, cold.
Did you get?
That's what I get for trying to shovel it. Oh, that's cold. Yeah, that was real good though. The kids are not going to notice one missing. I have stolen things that were for Minion. When I was like, he's not going to notice. Yoink. I'll get his fruit snacks too. I get the Welch's fruit snacks, and I enjoy them. So every now and then, when I want a little, treat or whatever, I just grab a fruit snack. Like, I bought them; they're mine. Okay. So satin stitch will use this needle. So it is a sharp needle. Been there. I do have a note. There are notes that I need to write down, which means that I'll got more. So there's going to be notes I'm taking. The first one I see, I don't know if chat will agree with me, but as I'm messing around with these notes, I have the chart here. Then I open it up, I have to flip that around. So I'm thinking, to be able to make it easier, just be able to read the instructions like this. So flip the instructions.
What are you doing?
Taking notes. This is a test stitch.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, one day I used like the snacks, like the fruit snacks like that, more as a reward system. I mean, not much anymore, but when I needed him to do things, it's hey, if you do this and this, you can get some fruit snacks. And so they became more of a treat, which is what they've remained, thankfully. So A4, I'm going to start with the little horns, I think. That is A4. 3842.
Also, this is a big service point.
All right, I think Mr. Cat has it out of his system. Now, there's a way that you're supposed to be able to pull a thread or something, maybe when it's not looped all the way, but I've never understood how to do these floss drops, to be honest. I don't even know, how much thread do you want when you're doing embroidery? I know how much I like to use on floss, go through fabric, blah, blah, blah. Do 2 strands for all. There we go. I know how much I like to use for cross stitch, and that is not this much. That's like arm width for me. I usually use that much. So just a little bit longer, looks like. If I'm not supposed to cut these down. I'm going to take 1 and fold it in half. Because I think if I try to use 2, it might go faster, but it might tingle more too. Oh, and I'm wrapping it up the normal way. Okay, so if I do this correctly, we're learning today. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to use thread conditioner. I should probably try to use this Bear. Yeah, I'll try to use this Bear. Ooh, finally caught up with the dishes. That's good. Oh, that's good. I have a really bad habit of doing a loop start. It says to tie a knot in the floss, go through the front of the fabric for the stitching. Tie a knot in the floss, go through the front of the fabric along where stitching will be. Start the stitching line to make sure to stitch over the floss at the back. Once you stitch to the knot, snip it away. Yes. So we're gonna Actually going to cut that in half. And then tie a knot. We'll see. And did I say this was, oops. My keyboard is going to be covered. 42, is that the color I'm using? And A4. Yep. And A4 is this right here. Imagine I don't have it turned on, Ian. I don't for a reason. I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure I kept it off. Kind of like I left pickles off today. Yeah, change craft is off. You made me double check, but okay, so I didn't actually pay attention to which way the satin stitch was supposed to go, but I assume that you're going to want it all in the same direction. Yeah, pickles are gone too. Pickles are gone just because my stomach is not happy with me today. And I don't want to upset it more than what it already is.
Who's that Pokemon?
There's a Toga tomorrow in chat. And satin stitch is just, yeah, just bloop, bloop, bloop. So now that we have that, like I said, I am coming in on this about as new as they come. I am going to use my laying tool just a little bit to help me keep the threads flat. I want to check something. Something doesn't feel right. Yep, that's because it's not. I didn't realize what is going on here. Oh, would you just stop it now? Okay. Yes. Did I do it? So going slow is going to be very important. Do not tangle it. Because I was barely 2 stitches in, I was already tangling it. So